Do you all remember when Assassin's Creed Unity came out back in 2014 and the majority of the internet was hating on it for how bad it was, and at first was considered to be the worst AC game ever made. But the thing is, AC Unity was never a bad game. It was a great game haunted by performance issues, visual bugs and game-breaking glitches. Because you see, nowadays many, myself included, consider it to be one of the greatest games in the series. And that's because it can probably run buttery smooth on most budget gaming PCs, has amazing graphics for an almost 11-year-old game. I mean, look at this thing, no wonder it barely ran on the PS4. It looks better than some new games look today. And in my opinion has the best gameplay any Assassin's Creed game has ever had. The combat is simple, you can attack, you can parry and you can dodge, and you can use different types of utilities like smoke bombs. It has cool animations and feels responsive, better than the combat system we got in Assassin's Creed Mirage. That shit felt clunky and unsatisfying. The stealth is great and the parkour is the best in the series, from the animations to the sound design, the way Arno moves through the environment, everything combined really makes you feel like an assassin. They had something really good going on with this one. Okay, now that I'm done simping over this game, Ubisoft, why the hell isn't there an option to start a new game? My only option is to continue my old save file where I've already completed the game. If you wanna start a new game, first you have to disable cloud saving and after that find the save files in your computer and delete them. And I wonder why that is like that. Most probably because greedy Ubisoft wants you to go and buy the next game after you are done with this one. If you don't wanna get spoilers for the first 2.5 hours of the game, please look away but let the video run. The game starts and we get thrown into the shoes of a Templar from the year 1307 who gets killed by an assassin. Womp womp. After that we get a cutscene about some modern day stuff nobody cares about anymore since Desmond died in 2012. Now meet Arno, our main character, who is just 8 years old. And even though his daddy told us to wait for him in this seat, we start running after this girl named Elise. Because Arno wants to probably show her how he hits the greedy or how he turns his eyelids inside out.
Stole those apples.
Brother,
Going back to where we were supposed to wait in silence like a good boy, we find that Arno's father has been game-ended. 13 years later and now we are playing as a grown-up Arno as he tries to retrieve his father's watch that he lost at a game of cards from these two blacksmiths. I manage to retrieve the watch and I run back home where they catch up to me.
Ha! Got you now, you little shit!
just a little misunderstanding.
After this I got grounded and sent to brush the horses. While practicing my parkour, I dropkicked this guy with my ass, but he didn't seem to mind. Later that night, I sneak into a party I wasn't invited to. I climb this wall and I enter inside the building through a window. Good thing all these guards have the perception of a blind cat staring at a wall, as I managed to easily go past all of them. As I enter the ballroom, this girl asks Arno for a dance.
M'accorderiez-vous cette danse pour gentilhomme?
Leno? Fuck you? As I follow Elise through the ballroom, this guy pulls out the craziest dance move and break both of his arms. Well, that was obviously a visual bug. Hey, I never said the game is perfect now, it is just in a better state than it used to be. Digressing a little from the story, even the cutscenes in this game are better than the ones we get in modern Assassin's Creed games. Comparing them to Assassin's Creed Mirage, where most cutscenes are using recycled animations and consist of people standing around barely moving and flapping their mouths with almost zero expression on their faces. While in this game all cutscenes are beautifully motion captured with realistic face expressions and good cinematography. For example, look how good this shot of Elise looks.
M'accorderiez-vous cette danse pour gentilhomme?
You won't get anything like this from the new games. On the way out, we find that Elise's father has been murdered and Arno gets the blame. Arrived in prison, there is nothing else for us to do but lay down and cry ourselves to sleep. In the morning, this guy picks a fire with us. A small detail I noticed, if you fight an enemy near a wall, his blood will spill onto the wall and stain it. A small detail with a big impact when it comes to immersing yourself into this world. Turns out he is an assassin and he will help us break out of prison. I haven't mentioned this yet, but the game takes place during the French Revolution, so we take advantage of the riots and the chaos to make our escape. Now Alice hates us, and there's nothing else for us to do but join the assassins. Arrived in front of the assassin council, they give Arno something to drink, and would you look at that? It's drugs. In good Ubisoft fashion, we are once again treated with a hallucination sequence. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Do you know where the bathroom is?
Huh?
Suited up and ready to go, this is where the real fun begins. First thing I do, like any authentic assassin would, I find the highest point on a building, I climb it and I synchronize it. After that I meet with Belek and he gives me 3 targets to kill. I was about to get spotted, but I quickly threw down a smoke bomb. We get ambushed and we try to run, but I still get shot in the ass. Ah, bees coming out of my ass!
You call that a run?
Well, you call that a face? And what the fuck is up with that cape? Who do you think you are? Superman? After I was done with that mission, I tried to do something I've never done in this game, and I've completed this game multiple times. I tried to join a co-op mission, but I got kicked right away. And I was told by the text prompt that I need to buy skills and equipment to increase my level. So that's what I did, and after I was ready, I tried again. I was ready to give up, but after 3 minutes, it actually found the game. And I was surprised. I've never tried co-op missions before because I thought they wouldn't work, but I was so wrong. This mission was hands down the coolest experience I had with an Assassin's Creed game in a long time. First, we had to defend this guy from enemies. These games have always been solo experiences, and having another player fight beside me felt crazy. After that, we walked very cool and slowly towards the next objective. After that, my partner actually got killed. Ain't nobody gonna shoot my friend and get away with it. Good thing I was able to revive him. If this is not cool, I don't know what it is. I could spend the rest of the video showing more cool stuff like that one, but you'll have to experience it for yourself. Trust me, it's worth every penny. And I wasn't paid to say that. I wish I was, but I'm not. The game has these missions that I feel were inspired by the Hitman games. They give you a target to eliminate and you can approach it in many different ways. I could, for example, enter through the front door and kill every enemy until I get to my target. Or I could follow the side objectives that will lead me to eventually eliminate my target in a cool way, through a cutscene usually. In this mission, for example, first I steal a key from these 2 guys, and by steal I mean I kill them and I take it off their corpse. After that I eliminate this guy who was supposed to meet with my target inside the church. I climb the church and with the key I stole I open this door. Inside the church, I enter the confessional booth where I will meet with and eliminate my target.
The Grand Master cannot fail to recognize our work.
As you say, monsieur.
So this is it for this video. I just wanted to highlight some of the many things that are great about this game, because almost every time it gets mentioned just to remind people of how bad it was and how poorly it was received at launch. But that's not the case anymore, trust me, it's a great game now. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye!